Yes and no. I think my answer would be that, because if you look on a broad level, the priorities of government have always been in the area of economic competitiveness, in the areas of providing effective public services, in the areas of public safety and security, governance and so forth. So those as specific goals, I don't think those would have changed at all. However, with the crisis, I think government leaders are still focused on those areas, but the overriding priority for them now would be, how do we get over this recessionary period? How do we ensure that our nation survives the crisis and hopefully gets out stronger than we get in? Yeah. So yes, I think it takes a crisis to focus the mind. I think who was that now? One of the Stanford economic professors, Romer, once said that a crisis is too good to waste. You shouldn't waste a crisis, because that's where things actually do happen if you play your cards right. I think the lack of effective regulation is one of the causes. I would probably not say it's the root cause of the problem. If you ask me, my opinion has always been the root cause of this problem is human greed. And the fact that people around the world, especially in Western societies, have been living beyond their means for many, many years. This has caused the effect whereby on an institutional level they are forced to meet the market expectations of them, and therefore financial institutions start creating very esoteric instruments, selling them around the world to other institutions as well. And when the economy went south, then this whole house of cards went down, and many millions of people are affected with it. Yes, government regulation has a role to play to ensure that these instruments that I described are implemented properly, have a sound basis, and to some extent I agree the governments have failed in that. But I think the root causes of the problem went far way back before that. Most definitely. I think as in all incidents, with hindsight, you've got 20/20 vision, and there are processes and policies and procedures that will now be put in place. Bills and laws will be enacted to kind of clamp down on the situation. And I think all those things are good. Those things will make for a more transparent system of governance. Of course, the caution is that, like any pendulum, it will tend to swing the other way now. People will be overcautious, and that might have the effect of hindering entrepreneurship and creativity. So it's all about balance. It's all about balance, and trying to find that middle ground that works for the future.